So here's the more complicated header that I have in my website. And similar to Picasa, this one though, we're gonna actually use layers. So just like I did in the logo, I did save image and I'm saving the image, the original image, so I'm actually gonna manipulate this image. Like in the other one, I'm gonna go to Pixlr, and if you find that Sumo or another one works better, try it. And I'm gonna open this is the one that I've saved. This is the header that was from the website, the template. And what I like, I'm going to erase parts of it. And I'm going to change the background enough where I hope it's reusable. So that was the eraser, but there's also this tool called the clone tool. If I hold the control and I click somewhere in the image, and then I let go of the control and I just sort of like highlight over things I don't want, it's really cloning over here. So I'm going to click right there, and then just like a brush, it's copying what it's over here. It's just copying, and instead of erasing, it's replacing it with something it copies it. There we go. So I've got rid of some of the background, but I could have also, if I had an image of outdoors in the yard, which I don't at the moment, I would use my own photos. I'd like to use my own photos, but for this purpose, I'm going to modify what I had. So this is the background. I'm going to actually bring in some new layers. So I'm going to bring in photos as new layers. So I'm going to go to layer, and I want to open an image as a separate layer. The reason I want a separate layer is I have more control over each image. So here is an image I'm going to bring in, and I make sure I'm on the move tool, and then I can move it over here. Now see, that brought in a layer. I'm going to do the same thing for a couple other pictures. I'm going to go to layer, open it as a layer, and I've resized them so I know they're not way too big. And then I'll bring in one more, and there's a little trash bucket. I could click on the trash bucket, or you could do opacity of each layer. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it. I kind of like it. So I'm on this layer and I move it around, and it sort of moves it like that. Actually, maybe I'll leave it. And then I'm gonna that's fine. I'm gonna leave that. So there. So now I'm on the second layer of this chicken, and I want to change that also. So I've that selected. So I could either, let's see, click on the styles. I don't want to do styles. So play with these features. So here I'm going to go, I can change it to invert, which is kind of weird. So, no, I'm going to leave it at normal, and I'm just going to change the opacity just like I did on the first one. So they're sort of just fading into each other, and then I can actually move it around. Oh, just click on that again. And then this layer with the other chickens, same thing. And if you want to move things in front of each other, you could slide things around like this. Yeah, so now I can just sort of get rid of this so it doesn't look like it's just a big box. And now I want to go to this layer and do the same thing. So that's, I have 4 layers and a background layer. Now the other thing that you could do is filters. So you have filters, so I'm going to go to the background, and in the filter you can do I don't know what swirl will do, but you know, there's lots of different features. Let's see, size. It's kind of weird, but I don't want to do that. So it gives you this gives you the idea anyway of the layering and how you can impose images over each other to make an effect. And you could also add text. So but I want to add a new layer for text, so I'm just going to add a new layer. It's a blank layer, and then I'm going to do the text box. And you know, it's not perfect. I could spend hours, but it gives you a sense of how to do it. It's the right size. I think I would make this a brighter color, maybe even white. But for now, I'm just going to go File, and I'm going to save it. And you could give it a different name, just so you could save your, and okay, and it's going to save it. But again, I'm on appearance. Here I'm in the simplify options, but your template might have something else. It might just say header, and I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to and I have to upload files, and hopefully I can find it. Here it is. and I hit open, and here you can give it a title. Remember, for accessibility, you want to give it some text. You go to select, and there's the photo, and I have other photos on my front page I'm going to change, and then you save the options, and here I'm going to refresh, and there's my new banner. And again, I don't like this color. I would change it or even get rid of it, the text. I don't need it here. I've got it 3 times. It's redundant. So I'm going to go back and do a little more work on it. I hope that was clear, and you have lots of options for editing the banners in your websites.